Good afternoon, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. The Packers traveled to Indianapolis today in preparation for their joint practice tomorrow and then preseason game on Saturday. And, every once in a while, I like to I just attempt to manifest things. It's not something I big time believe in, but I do understand the practice. And I'm trying to manifest a big couple of days for Marshawn Lloyd. You talk about a guy who's had just the worst luck since he arrived in Green Bay after being drafted and generating a little excitement that this could be a weapon on offense and a guy who could really spell whoever the starter is at first become an integral part of a Packers offense that could really hurt you in a lot of different ways, including his shiftiness, his explosiveness, his ability out of the backfield in the passing game. And as you guys know, none of that has been able to materialize because he hasn't been able to stay on the field. And when he went down after that Hobbs hit earlier this summer, I really did fear the worst. And I thought, boy, this guy is just snake bit and it's not going to happen. But thankfully, wasn't that serious of an injury, and he has been back out there now for a number of practices, including yesterday, where I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of people were talking about or tweeting about his explosiveness and how different he looks comparative to the other backs in camp and how quickly he gains ground and his shiftiness and his ability to cut on a dime. Man, I'm excited for that possibility in this offense as someone who could potentially be that lightning to Jacob's thunder. Man, I'm trying to manifest a big day tomorrow in the joint practice and then Saturday in the preseason game, because for all the possibilities and all the promise and all the upside that he definitely possesses, he's got to show that he can do it at the NFL level on a consistent basis if the Packers are going to be able to trust him when it's time, when it's live, when it's week one and the Lions defense is swarming after him. We all know, it's well documented, he had a bit of a fumbling issue in college. Haven't really seen him on the field enough to talk about that in the NFL because defenses haven't had the opportunity to try and get after the football. But man, all of that explosiveness, all of that playmaking potential, he's got to prove that not only can he do it when handed the ball, clearly catching the ball out of the backfield, especially on this team, please hang on to the ball. But then, of course, the most important aspect, pass protection. Can he be counted on in that regard? Not only to physically do it, to stick his nose in there and take on a blitzing linebacker or safety and make sure you keep Jordan Love clean, but do you know what to do? Do you know the assignments? Are you assignment sure? Do you know the protections like the back of your hand? Do you know it cold? Again, I don't think he's had enough team stuff to really get that kind of answer for the coaching staff. So this is a big, big stretch for this young man. Of course, first and foremost, please, 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 let's see him stay on the field, and hopefully the injuries are a thing of the past. But two, man, I'm manifesting a big couple of practices and or games for this young man to show this Packers team, this Packers staff, that yes, this is exactly what you thought it was going to be when you drafted this young man 2 years ago. Not been able to get anything out of him up until now. Hopefully this is the start. This is the launch pad. Again, manifesting. Here we go. Come with me, Packers fans. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get this kid to explode as the next big offensive weapon in the NFL. Come on, we can do it. All right, maybe not. Just hold on to the ball and catch, things out of the backfield and pick up some big yardage, and I'll be happy. How's that? Hello to everyone in the comment section. So good to see you all. Hope you're all doing well. People already mixing it up. TKM, good to see you at your post. Before I get to your super chat, it's time. I got to give a shout out to our good friends over at Ticket King. Based in Wisconsin since 1992, Ticket King is located across the street from Lambeau Field on Oneida. They're happy to help you find just the right tickets for Packers games, from larger groups to single tickets, both home and away. They partner with local Green Bay businesses for tailgating and bus transportation to the games, so you don't have to worry about driving or parking. They're even open on game day for last-minute tickets or possible upgrades. And if you're not in Green Bay, no problem. Just use the Ticket King link on the Cheesehead TV homepage or indeed in the description of this video. Don't use Ticketmaster, StubHub, SeatGeek, none of these national companies. Use a company based in Wisconsin since the early 90s. Ticket King for all your Packers ticket needs. Do it, folks. You know you'll want to. As I said, TKM starting us off with a super chat. How you doing, buddy? Flight, hotel, rental car, tickets, booked for opening weekend. Fly in Friday for Kroll's and Saturday night concert. Game, Legends Tour, Tuesday, priceless. That sounds like an itinerary right there, my guy. Hope you leaving a little bit of room for Saturday night to stop by the Cheesehead TV event. We will be having a gathering. No details yet, but they are in the works. And when it hits, I'll let you all know. It's going to be a lot of fun. We should have that for you, by the way, by the beginning of next week. So Saturday night, before the season kicks off, come hang out with Cheesehead TV in Green Bay. It's going to be a lot of fun. Joe, thanks for the super chat, man. If Lloyd is really good, Jacobs and Lloyd would be the Packers' best running back duo since ... Dog, I don't know. Can we just get him through a practice, let alone a game, without him getting hurt and relegated to the sideline and on the injury list? I'm not ready to talk about best running back duo since whoever if the young man can't stay on the field. Like, again, I'm trying to manifest here, but let's watch tomorrow's practice and then the preseason game first. How about that? Let's get through those 2 days. And if we can do that, then we'll start talking. Baby steps. Baby steps. It's all about these next 2 opportunities for the young man. Let's go. Peter, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Give me some burgers. If you know, you know. I was hoping the Brewers game would be done by the time I went live, but, they keep scoring runs and elongating innings. I know they were up big after a bit of a tightening there in the middle innings. It is now 12-5, the bottom of the 8th. This team is a machine, man. Loving the Brewers this summer. Go Pack Go. What's going on, man? Thanks for the super chat. Emmanuel Wilson. He is my guy. That man will be a star. Future 1,500-yard caliber rusher. I cannot wait to be proven right. We'll see. I love Emmanuel Wilson, but he does have a limited upside. Marshawn Lloyd is more explosive, or should be more explosive, more athletic out of the backfield, probably a better receiver. We'll see, man. I love Emmanuel Wilson, love what he brings to the offense. I like what he's done in Green Bay during his few years here. But Lloyd is a noticeably better athlete and a more explosive prospect. Don't get me wrong. I love Wilson, and he's certainly been everything you could hope for as a reserve running back. No question about it. But Lloyd has a chance to do something, if not special, then to provide like true, legit NFL playmaking ability and explosiveness that Wilson just doesn't quite have. Again, not a knock on Wilson. He's a valuable piece. But they are, especially athletically, they're in different tax brackets, so to speak. Menace, how you doing, man? Thanks for the super chat. With Goody doubling up on positions in the first 3 rounds of the draft in the last few seasons, tight end, wide receiver, safety, linebacker, what position in the 26 could be next? I would have thought that'd be defensive tackle this year, with as deep as that class was. I don't obviously know what the draft classes are supposed to look next year and beyond, but I suspect there's a chance he goes defensive line heavy. I know we always talk about offensive line being on offer, and certainly I think every year but one, he has drafted at least one offensive lineman. So I think those are always going to be 2 pretty decent bets. But who knows, man? Maybe finally cornerback gets some would say much needed love when it comes to the draft. I think corner and offensive line are probably your odds on favorite. Let's say that. TKM, thanks again, man. Lucy and I will be joining the meetup. Bam. See, there you go. See how easy that was? I love it. Absolutely love it. Appreciate you, man. Jeezy baby, thanks for the super chat. They will be the best running back duo since Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs. Yes. The most incredible running back duo for, 45 minutes? Was it a full hour? I don't even think it was a full hour. Heady times last spring. High powered, thanks for the super chat, man. Marshawn Lloyd will fill the void in my heart that was once Jonathan Franklin. Super excited to see Lloyd play. Man, Jonathan Franklin was the nicest dude, too. I did a video with him when I was at Bleacher Report. That guy was so nice. Real shame he, had the injury that he did. What else we got here, folks? E4, what's going on, man? How about Jordan Love and the receivers wearing uniforms like attack dog trainers wear? They will figure it out. That's outside the box thinking. I don't hate it. Let's go. Angel, thanks for checking out the stream. I will be at the Packers game week 1 for my birthday. Oh, what a birthday present. Wondering if you and Corey will be there. Well, we will be in the area. And as I mentioned, we'll be having a Cheesehead TV meetup the night before. So if you're in Green Bay that Saturday night, September 6th, circle the calendar. We'll be there. We'll be doing a meetup. Information to follow. As far as game day goes, we're a little busy on game days. So might be difficult. Although maybe I'll make a sojourn over to Lambeau's parking lots and hang out, drink a beer, have a brat before we do watch party. So, anything's possible. Aaron Harper. Yes, I remember. I remember very, very well. We got people talking about uniform matchups. My goodness. I've never really been a big, nerding out about uniforms guy. And I know there are people that do that, and God bless you. But it's like, I don't care what they're wearing as long as they're playing football. Like, which one's my team? That one? Okay, let's go. That's just me. But, I know some people are like really in the weeds about like what the particular type and matchup of this versus that as far as the uniforms go and which throwbacks somebody's wearing against you and what you're wearing against. What are the Packers are wearing what? Okay, cool. Go Pack, go. That's just me. Again, your mileage may vary. Speaking of which, Rich Harris. Nag, see the Cowboys' alternative clown jersey. I mean, aren't they all clown jerseys in Dallas? Isn't that kind of repetitive? I mean, you're wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey in any shape or form. You got your clown makeup on, no question. Go Pack, go! How are you, man? Thanks for the super chat. A backfield of Jacobs and Lloyd will be like if we got to see a backfield of Alon Green and James Starks. Thoughts? Am I way off? Actually, I would say Green and Starks were a little bit more similar than I think Lloyd and Jacobs will be. The potential is exciting, no question about it. I just think Lloyd is a significantly different type of back than Jacobs is. Doesn't mean they can't do the same things, but certainly there are areas where I think Lloyd does things that, Jacobs is not that type of athlete, that type of speed around the edge and or kind of the tight cut on a dime in the phone booth kind of thing, whereas Jacobs will just run you over, right? Not to say that Jacobs doesn't have a good jump cut, because he does. Well, hell, he put like 2 Dolphins in their wake last year with it. But yeah, I think they're pretty significantly different backs. And that's kind of why I'm so excited about the possibility of utilizing them, in the same offense. Now, in the backfield together at the same time, I don't know how much of that we'll see. But hey, that'd be a fun wrinkle. Maybe we'd finally get that wheel route I've been looking for 7 years. Menace, how you doing, man? Thanks for the super chat. The national lack of media coverage for 85 is offensive. Bookmark it. If healthy, he will be a Pro Bowl tight end this year, if not all pro. All pro! I mean, look, I like moving in silence. I like being forgotten about, slept on, choose a phrase. I'm fine with that, man. The less national recognition, the better. I used to joke, at this time of the year, Peter King would go on his annual summer tour, and every time he'd come out of Green Bay and he'd write something nice about the Packers and how they were going to be contenders, whatever. And I always thought, oh, there you go, we're doomed now. And I know Peter, like I would joke with him about it, but yeah, man, the less said about the Packers on the national level, the better. I enjoy that. That's why you have Cheesehead TV, so you can hang out and talk Packers with who actually like and know the team. That's the whole point. I can't remember the last time I watched national coverage of the Packers and thought, oh, that's a really great insight. Just not me, baby. Peter, thanks for the super chat. Are you pumped for New Heights podcast tonight? I am not, but I know several young ladies who are, whose last names also are mine. Yeah, my daughters are insanely excited to the point where I got a million texts and or DMs about this throughout last night and this morning. So I'm sure it'll be plastered all over my socials by my daughters. I'm very excited that Taylor has a new album coming out. I know that makes my daughters really happy. Although one of the first things my youngest said was, we got to talk about the tour. I'm like, okay, relax. Let's just chill here. We've got lot 1 for tailgate. I'll find you in lot 1, no doubt. I always got to take a walk through lot 1 at some point on game day. And yeah, we'll definitely let you know. I'm trying to get it all wrapped up by Friday as far as all the information and all the details so that we can announce it next Monday. So just be on the lookout. Some point Monday of next week, we'll announce everything you need to know about the event the night before the season starts. The Brewers win. Oh, the Brewers win. Oh, look, you guys get to be here when for my live tweet of Hell Yes Brewers. I did have someone ask me, do you have like some kind of program or AI or something that does that every time the Brewers win? It's like, no, man, I'm old school. I live tweet this stuff. Hell Yes Brewers. Boom. Done. Here we go. Live, baby. That's how we roll. Evil Badger. Thank you, buddy. Free burgers, courtesy of the Brewers and George Webb. Go Brewers. Yeah, of course it happens after I've left. But you know what? That is phenomenal. And I know everybody will be very excited in the Milwaukee area to get their free burgers. And, there used to be a George Webb in Appleton, but it's no longer there, which is unfortunate. Braden, how you doing? Thanks for the super chat. Want to see Luke Musgrave pop off this year. I feel like when he's in space and he can get open and go vertical, which is what we need, Tucker is nice too. Tucker is nice too. Tucker is the more complete tight end, but I hear what you're saying, man. And I will say, I just talked to Billy about this. If you have not checked out my conversation with Bill Schmid, it just dropped about an hour ago here on the channel. We just kind of took an overview of the roster. Carry the G Radio coming back at you starting the Tuesday after Labor Day, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, we talked about the tight end position, and I was talking how, man, Musgrave's had a really good camp. And it's night and day comparative to the camp he had last year. And a lot of the conversation coming off last season has been, oh, he was hurt. He missed all this time, which is true, right? But I think people forget that he had a very quiet training camp. I'm not going to say it was bad, but it was like he barely made plays. I remember a couple of drops, one in the end zone that he had last summer, but he just looked nothing like the kid who we saw his rookie season, who was very exciting in camp. But now he's back this summer. Man, he looks good. He looked downfield, getting open, sitting in zones, jumping for balls in the end zone, pulling them in for touchdowns. He could underline italicized, be a legit weapon. That's the monster if he can stay on the field. But yeah, man, I'm excited about Musgrave. I think he can be, a good wrinkle in this offense. I don't think he's going to, be a primary target in most games. Now, I would suspect there will be defenses where, oh yeah, we think we can take advantage with Luke Musgrave because of his ability and because of how he can work downfield against this scheme or that safety or what have you. So I think it would be somewhat matchup dependent, but he could be a real kind of almost secret weapon for them. And man, if they get Tucker and Musgrave going at the same time, look out, because defensive coordinators are going to be in hell. That will be exciting. Go Pack. Go Mets. Don't mention the Brewers series. I'm coping. We're not going to mention the fact that we swept you in Milwaukee. Hey, look, you were one of the last teams to actually beat the Brewers twice in a row. I know because I was here for the damn series in New York. So you can hang that banner at the end of the season, along with a bill for your roster. Menace, thanks for the super chat. Over under by week 3, we see an end around on 4th and 2. Oh man, why? We were all having a good time, man. Why you got to do that? Why you got to bring it down? Why you got to try and upset me? I don't know, man. Like, I think we'll see end arounds, probably in short yardage situations. 4th downs, I'm hoping not, but it's Matt LaFleur, and he does seem to love it. We will see. We shall see. Mel, this is possibly my favorite question. Thanks for checking out the stream on Facebook. Who is better right now, Sean Clifford or Lynn Dickey? Keep in mind, Lynn is 75. I'm gonna be honest. I give Lynn a fighting chance. I kid. Yeah, but damn, man, Lynn Dickey is a legend. Isaiah, interesting question. Is it weird LaFleur said that preseason game was a humbling experience? Not sure if I've ever heard this time of year before. I think anytime you go out there and you look as bad as the Packers looked, it's humbling. It doesn't matter if it's the Super Bowl or the first preseason game. You get your ass kicked like they did. Yeah, man. It's a prideful group. I know they didn't look it, but yeah, you get, especially at halftime, you come off that first half. That's a humbling moment. I don't think there's a statute of limitations on when that can happen. So I feel you because it's preseason and there doesn't count, etc. But man, you are a reflection of your output, right? And as the head coach, that's a reflection of you. So I would suspect, yeah, it was probably damn humbling for LaFleur and for hopefully most of the folks associated with the performance. Now, we've talked a lot this week already about how there's certainly good stuff, good tape that you can take away from that for individual performances. But as a group, the Jets got after them. You know, it's a little humbling. Home stadium, rocking. You come out, everyone's excited for the return of football. You get a boot shoved up your ass in front of the whole crowd. Yeah, it's a little humbling. Brandy, how are you? Thanks for the super chat. Nags, Baron Sorrell seems like he has the natural ability to be a great player. I cannot help but cheer for underrated guys on the defense. I mean, yeah, it's exciting to see him really kind of turn it on there in the preseason game. Billy and I talked about this a little bit ago. I think, he had a bit of a slow start to camp, but he's started to come on. And I think certainly Saturday against the Jets was probably the best he's looked. Hopefully he can build on that. Obviously, I haven't been there this week to see, but I like what we saw on Saturday. And if he can continue to build on that, they could be cooking. Like he could be a guy where, to your point, was that a day 3 pick? Early day 3, but a day 3 pick that hits for you, that can offer something, at least rotationally. I'm down with that. I love it. Oh, Doug Hype, thank you so much, man. Giving out a Cheesehead TV membership here on the YouTube channel. Carry the G members. Appreciate you. Hype, what's going on, man? We need to concentrate on catching a cold Carry the G cream ale in our hands. You know what? You are so right.
Well, we carry the G wherever we may be, so creamy and cold, and from the land of the green and gold.
That's right. Carry the G Cream Ale, the official beer of Cheesehead TV. Man, see, now I want to carry the G. This is the problem, Doug. You get me all like excited, and I can just taste the Carry the G that I'm going to get when I'm done live here. I'm going to go in my refrigerator, and there's no Carry the G in there. Somebody tweet Banky right now and said, send Nagler Carry the G. Everybody, whenever you're hearing this, whether you're listening to it live right now, if you're watching YouTube later, if you're listening to the podcast, maybe you're in your car, remind yourself when you stop and get to your destination. Tweet Banky. Send Nagler some Carry the G. God knows I need it. I need it in my life. All right, everybody. I'm going to have to get going. I cannot thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Carry the G Club members and Patreon members. Do not forget, we have happy hour tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. The information you need is on your respective pages. Everyone else, please do me a monster favor. Hit like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great night. Go Pack Go.